this is Eric Zavanet from Sonic Reality. I'm here to talk to you today about a new product we have called Oceanway Drums. Oceanway Drums is a brand new top-of-the-line virtual instrument drum kit plug-in. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with a lot of different drum kit plugins on the market, and Oceanway Drums isn't unlike those, but it has several key differences. First of all, it was recorded inside Oceanway Studios. Oceanway Studios is the most awarded studio in the world. Many of the top artists have recorded there, everyone from Phil Collins, Eric Clapton, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Kanye West. Second of all, it was recorded by Alan Sides. Alan is the studio owner, and he's engineered over 500 records. He, in fact, just won a Grammy for Mary J. Blige's last album. He engineered it and mixed it inside Oceanway. And lastly, it uses a proprietary mapping technique called IMAP. It's also mapped for the V drums as well. IMAP basically gives you many more articulations laid out across the keyboard, so you're able to get a much more realistic drum track at the end of the day. Let's take a look at the product. You'll notice, first of all, that Oceanway Drums uses the contact player. Right here you've got multis and instruments. If you want to choose a kit, you'll choose it from multis. If you want to select V-drum mapping, you'll select V-drums here. And if you want to play it on the keyboard, select the IMAP. You also have the ability to choose snare on or snare off. Snare on means you're going to hear the rattle of the snare in the other drums. Snare off means you won't. All right, you can choose from one of the 19 kits here. And let's look at the GUI now. You have so much mic and mixing flexibility. You've never had this kind of mic and mixing flexibility on any other plugin before, believe me. Check out right here in the kick drum, you've got the ability to choose between the AKG D112 and the Neumann U47. You've also got your direct overheads and a choice of 3 different room mics. Your room mics are Neumann M50s, KM84s, and Telefunken U47s. Down in the snare, you've got even more flexibility. You've got a matched pair of C12As. Now this is huge. They're hung about 18 inches over the snare, and in a real session you wouldn't be able to do that because the drummer would hit the mics. In this session we were able to recreate that though and get an amazing sound that you've never heard before. You've also got the choice of 2 custom 57s, and you've got your 3 room mics and 2 under mics, which are Sony 55Ps for that added rattle. In addition to that, you've even got an AMS RMX reverb, so you can get that nice 80s reverb sound that Phil Collins is known for. In addition to all the mic choices you have the ability to route each drum independently to a separate output into your DAW. You'll notice right here, not only do I have each drum separately, but I've got a channel for the overheads and another one for ambience. Ambience is going to be a mixture of your 3 room mics. Okay, now let's take a second and listen to the sound of Oceanway. The first thing you're going to hear is a very dry drum track, close mic'd, and then I'm going to switch it off with something a little more roomy so you can really hear the sound of the room at Oceanway. Here we go. Now, this is a very dry, close mic sound right here. Now let's switch it up. Let's listen to something with some more room to it. This is where Oceanway really excels, because you're getting the sound of Oceanway Studios in this track. Now let's try something a little different, because Oceanway Drums can do any style you want it to do. It's a nice dry sound. And let's switch it up again. Let's go ahead and do one more example. Now here's a dry sound. So in closing, what you have with Oceanway Drums is the incredible sound of Oceanway Studios, the engineering savvy of Alan Sides, and the incredible realism and expression of V-drum mapping and the IMAP mapping on the keyboard. This is an amazing product, and it sets a new standard for high-end, top-of-the-line drum kit plugins.